So one thing I always love about coming to NEAF is that you run into famous people. I saw Nico Carver walking around. Sometimes maybe you'll run into Ed Ting or maybe, other people who are big in astronomy. For instance, and people come from all over the world to come to NEAF. For instance, Carl Sagan came here from 1975 for this year to show off what Astro-Physics has built for their 50-year anniversary.
Yes. So I'm also known as Brian Valenti with Astro-Physics. It is our 50th anniversary, so we're dressed as 1975. You'll see more of that in the booth here. But this year we had kind of a banner year in terms of announcements. So yesterday we announced 3 new products. I want to show them to you real quick. The one that's getting the most people's attention is this absolutely enormous 190 millimeter f6. It's Starfire. It's called the Christian Super Achromat. So it's named after Roland Christian, the designer and obviously the owner of Astro-Physics. Super Achromat is not just a marketing term. It's actually the 4th level of correction that deals with spherochromatism. And what that means is when you look at all of the colors across the chart, all the way from ultraviolet to infrared, they are all going to focus and be super sharp. And you just don't see that in these types of telescopes, let alone telescopes at this size of a refractor and at this aperture at f6, which is extraordinarily fast for this type of design. So it's a remarkable achievement optically. We're going to look at its little brother, the 155 here in just a moment, but I want to sort of talk through that in addition to that, it's extremely lightweight. It's only 36 pounds. It's very short, relatively speaking, to some other ones. Normally in these types of telescopes of this magnitude, you're going to see an f7, f8. This is an f6, right? So it's going to be very, very fast. The image circle is up to 64 millimeters. So that means you're going to be doing not just full frame, but you're talking about medium format and even the largest 150 megapixel medium format cameras. So this is a really, it's a flagship system. And for anybody who looks at the specs of this is going to realize what a special telescope it is. Now this is riding on top of a brand new mount that we just did, the 1150 GTO. This is the successor to the 1100 series. So for those folks who are familiar, maybe not familiar with Astro-Physics, we have kind of 3 mount types. We have a Mach 2 we'll look at in a second. That's our 75-pound capacity absolute encoder system. It will never get lost. The 1100 series we're going to talk about here in a second. And then on the table behind here is our 1600, which goes up to about 200-pound capacity. So this brand new one, we took everything we liked about the 1100. That's we've increased the weight capacity a bit to 125 pounds. It still has separable axes, but now when you add the absolute encoders, they also have the never lost sky aware position. So you can loosen the clutches, move it around. It will still know where it's pointing. Really important and very handy, especially doing remote observing. It's just extremely valuable to just restore any problems that you happen to have. It's got through-the-mount cabling now for both USB power and now Ethernet, which is a brand new thing. We have a port if you're doing custom cabling, which a lot of people are doing nowadays. But so if you have an addition cabling that you want to run through the mount for that, you can do that as well. All in all, it's an extremely attractive package. Just everything has been updated a bit. The tracking on this is absolutely superb. With the absolute encoders, the error is about 0.19 arc seconds. And you can buy them with or without the encoders. So if you want to sort of invest now and then add the encoders later, that's a user installable feature. So we really like this. We actually have, we're taking notifications now. If you go to our website, there's a way to sign up for the notify list. It's free. It doesn't require, it doesn't obligate you, but it's probably a good idea if you're thinking about when to get on there. So over here, I want to take a quick look. I talked about the Mach 2. This has been around for about 5 years now, but this is the little brother to the 1150. Again, absolute encoders, never lost axes if you loosen the clutches. But more importantly, this is the 155. This is the little brother to the 190. So same design. It's the Christian Super Achromat. So it has that color correction across the entire spectrum. Same 64 millimeter image circle format. This one is actually going into production. And it's kind of in production right now. We are currently working on a wait list that started, I think we last left off about 1990. So people have been waiting for these for a really long time. You know, once we sort of get through that list, we'll take a look at what's happening next. But this is the one that exists and will start to be produced in quantity here very shortly.
So you should get on the wait list now so that you can get one when their 100-year anniversary happens.
There you go. So those are the three we have. If you want to know more about them, all these are live now on our website. It's astro-physics.com. Go and take a look.